The family say they are in shock after their matriarch went to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital for what they alleged was a cold and never came home. 76-year-old Elsa Simmons, an unvaccinated woman with an underlying heart condition, asthma and diabetes, went to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital where she tested positive for the coronavirus. Then on November 24, she was transferred to the Infectious Diseases Hospital at Liliendaal, Greater Georgetown. 17 days later, Simmons became one of Guyana's confirmed COVID-19 fatalities. Now left with more questions than answers surrounding their loved one's death, the family has called upon the Ministry of Health to review the operations of the COVID hospital, as it is commonly referred to. The woman's daughter, Annie Simmons, alleged on Monday that the treatment meted out to her mother in the lead-up to her death and the, I quote, inadequate, end of quote, care Elsa Simmons was afforded during her admission at the hospital only exasperated the situation. Simmons said the family fought to care for their loved one at home. They are now questioning the hospital's policies.
We practically begged them before she left New Amsterdam. We said, can we take her, because my sister got on the phone, contacted me, and I have a family member, her nephew that is in New Amsterdam, got to the oxygen company right away. It was on standby. We were thinking that she was coming back home. They threatened to call the police on them. How are you going to threaten to call? You commanding someone to go?
Annie Simmons even leveled accusations that the staff of the Infectious Diseases Hospital restricted the woman by binding her hands.
It was just discomfort for my mom. And when she would call us on the phone, she would tell us, they tie my hand. What else did they do? They tie her feet too?
Their tragic story comes following a number of complaints from other families whose relatives succumbed to COVID-19 while being patients of the hospital. While alleging that neglect was a contributing factor in her death, the family hinted that legal action may be coming the way of the Ministry of Health over these alleged actions by health workers. Simmons, a healthcare worker in the United States, believes that more needs to be done for those patients of the COVID hospital. Further, Simmons said that government should do more to allow families to see, communicate, and pay their final respects to their loved ones who are losing the battle to COVID-19.
You're not allowed to stay, but it's very, very strict rules that you have to follow. But you can see your family. Even if you can't go in to see your family, can you not get a computer so they could video chat?
Nightly News reached out to the hospital spokesperson, Shalana Providence, who confirmed that the patient tested positive on the 20th of November at the New Amsterdam Hospital. She was sent on home isolation, but due to her deteriorating health, Simmons was transferred to the COVID hospital on the 24th of November. Due to the lack of oxygen, doctors believe that Simmons' mental state was altered, and so she had to be restrained. Ms. Providence made it clear that the doctors could not and therefore refused to discharge Simmons, who was a patient of the intensive care unit and in need of critical medical attention, into the care of family members. For the HGP Nightly News, Amel Griffith.